we go.
I was going to ask you if you recorded your Zooms. I should have done, shouldn't I?
Oh, darn. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. So anyway, you start by, if you're starting out new and trying to figure out how to create posts to go out, you just go and do a search for free. Make sure you put free on there. Free famous quotes with pictures. And that's what this is, one of those free famous quotes with pictures. And it was from Babe Ruth. Some of you who are my age might be able to remember a little bit about Babe Ruth. um, and then that quote, "It's hard to beat a person who never gives up." You copy that and put it into ChatGPT and then ask ChatGPT to rewrite it to sound like you. Or you can say, please rewrite it at a university level, or please rewrite it at, I don't know why I say please to ChatGPT. I always say please, or rewrite it as at a grade 8 level or grade 4 level. One thing I learned over the years is that newspapers are written between a grade 4 and a grade 8 level.
Oh.
I didn't know that for years, but when I discovered that, I went, oh my gosh. So quite often, I will ask GPT to rewrite a message, one of these messages, at a grade 8 level, right? And it just sort of devalues people who are really happy with their university degrees when they realize, oh, gee, I have to write at a grade 8 level. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure you guys understood that. And then the hashtags, what they are is they are your own created SEO, so to speak. So you create those hashtags for you to create your followership or who's going to follow you. So some of my favorite ones here are home office hacks, work from anywhere, desk at home, pension booster. Whoops, I didn't mean to click on that. And because we're hooked up to, there we go. So there's,
While you're on this page, how do you get a highlighted post like this?
What did you say? A high what post?
Highlighted post like this picture and all that.
Oh,
It's not just
so you go
regular printing.
Yeah, that picture was, it just came up is when I did my search online for free famous quotes with pictures, and then you go in because they'll show you a whole bunch of them, right? And so then you go in and you right click on the ones that you want, and they come up so clear, they're beautiful like this, right? And I just save them in my pictures file. And so I'll have a different theme. Some themes, and I do the same theme for a whole month. So sometimes I'll use famous quotes with pictures or famous Snoopy quotes with pictures. Those are really fun to do. So every once in a while, I'll do a month of famous Snoopy quotes with pictures, free famous Snoopy quotes. And they're very well received. I usually get quite a bit of conversation going with the Snoopy quotes. And anybody can use them, right? So these are all ones that, this one is feel stuck in a financial rut. Kind of padlocks all over everything. And I reshare other people's posts. There are some really interesting posts, and I will reshare them with a comment so that it helps get the message out more. So this is one of the famous quotes with pictures that was provided to us through the old company, the IPS company, and they gave us 60 of these. So I saved them, downloaded them, and saved them all on my computer. But there's a lot of new people now that don't have access to these pictures anymore. They're not part of that program. So I've been letting everybody know that you can do the same kind of thing, by doing free famous quotes with pictures, and you can choose different themes. Like some of the themes you can have are on success, on inspiration, on motivation, different themes that you think would be really good for people, that you can help people with their online marketing, right? So that's basically what I do. So this is just one of those that I got from my free famous quotes with pictures. This is one from the IPS, another IPS, and IPS. And so this is one that I saved from Hootsuite. Now, Hootsuite is another auto posting platform that you can use. I've used Hootsuite. I haven't used it for quite a few years now, but I started using it way back in 2011. I interviewed the CEO of the company that designed the program, and I found it very cumbersome compared to Buffer.com and the one I use, SproutSocial.com. But it doesn't matter where you get your picture from. Some of the ones that you get famous quotes with pictures, you might have something that you would like to use that comes from our hooks that we get. We get tons of viral hooks in our community. And so I will also go through the famous quotes with pictures, and I'll look for my viral hooks to see what I can do. Let's see if I can find one of my famous quotes. So that's gone up again. So I don't know. Oh, I don't know why that showed up more than once. So this is one. Oh, it's from an IPS as well. And the reason you see two going through my feed, you can attach your company pages and your personal profile page, both to an auto posting platform. So not everybody is following me on my company page. So I've got it set so that it'll go through my personal feed as well. So and LinkedIn shows you what's happening, right? So this is another one, famous quote with pictures. This is one I made myself with Canva, right? 10 things nobody will tell you. People like that. They like that. Here's one of the famous quotes with pictures. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Malcolm X. This guy, I reshared. This is one that came through LinkedIn, and I reshared it, put up my own comments with it. So you can do so much more when you use ChatGPT with it. And now I'm going to show you quickly. I'm going to stop my share here and go over to my other search engine. And show you what I'm talking about with ChatGPT here. There we go. Find you guys. And I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to go into the right one. There we go. Okay, so I'm in my Google search engine. And this is my dashboard for Sprout Social. So I'm going to show you quickly what Sprout Social does, because Sprout Social is now plugged into ChatGPT. So you go into Sprout Social and you open up a posting page, right? I've got Rakuten. Okay, so you want to you always go for a picture first. So you click on the picture and you upload an image. And your images file opens up and you decide which one you want to post. And your picture shows up here. Get retired before you're fired. And so that picture shows up, you know what picture you're going to use. And then Oh, I have to put something in here first. Whoops. So I'm going to go into some of these hooks that I've got here. Okay, so I've got a comment in here. Now I'm going to put in some of these hashtags. So I've got my hashtag. Hashtag. I'm going to do income supplements this time. Hashtag work from anywhere. And hashtag marketing Mentress. So I'm just going to use those. And
Not helpful, but thanks.
hello, whoever. Oh. Okay, six-figure blueprint. If you want to see the program I found with the six-figure blueprint, I always use a call to action. And this needs to be with all the posts you do online, because none of these social media platforms none of them like links. But there is one caveat to the links you can use with LinkedIn, and that's the links that come through with the articles that you write. So we're going to do an article right after this. So this is doing post scheduling through all your different social media platforms, including LinkedIn.
Christine, I apologize if that was my not helpful comment. I was talking to somebody else and I didn't know I was not muted.
It's okay. No offense.
Very
taken.
sorry.
No problem. So if you want to see the program I found with the six-figure blueprint, put comment, let's see, info. Okay, so that's how I do call to actions when I'm doing my posts. But here's another thing that you can do. This little button here, this is ChatGPT. So you can change this little comment that you're going to put on your post. This allows you to create 3 post options from the text that you've got there. So this is ChatGPT. They're thinking, wow, look at that. Unleash your potential with our trusted methods. Work only 2 hours a day and transform your online business journey with a daily pay structure. Interested in our six-figure blueprint? Drop a info in the comments. Isn't that cool? And they put a few little emojis on there. They don't change your hashtags, which is wonderful. Your hashtags get unmessed up. Can't think of the other word I was thinking of. And so you have 3 different ones that you can choose from. So you can go in. So let's just take the first one here. And I'm not going to change the hashtag, so I'll just copy this bit and paste it over top of the first bit here. Come on. There we go. So I could take and copy those 3 different samples and put them on a side notepad or a Word document so that they're there for me to copy and paste anytime I want to paste them anywhere else. But I'm over by 11 characters here, see? So what you do is you go in, and you look first of all for all the little ands. the words and change it to ampersand, okay? See, the number of characters over changes. Let's see if there's another and in here. Okay, we'll take structure out of here. Okay, so there we are. Now we have, because you're limited to the amount of spaces that you have. You see how we did that? So now we're ready to go and schedule it. Well, this is Pinterest. So what I'm going to do, Pinterest wants a headline. So I'm just going to copy this top headline. Remember, all of these posts can go on all your social media, guys, not just LinkedIn. And so I'm going to pin it to my marketing mentress. And I go right into here because it holds better. And then I have my Pinterest URL saved in here. Just click on it. So now we can choose days and times. And the days and times that we need to post through our social media, including LinkedIn, is 8 a.m. in the morning when people are on their way to work, and 10 a.m. coffee break, 2 p.m. coffee break, 4 p.m. on the way home from work, and 7 p.m. after dinner. So if you look at mine, all the ones with the blue dots, there's a blue dot beside the day. That means that you've got posts scheduled to go out. So look at this. I've got 5 posts scheduled to go out. And I'm going to show you how that gradually works up. So I don't want to put any more posts on the 30th. So let's check the 31st. I've got 5 posts scheduled to go out on the 31st. And just because you see X on there doesn't mean that there's not other ones, because they've got 5 posts scheduled selected for different profiles. They're already in there. So let's go over and see where we're going to. Problem with mine is I have all kinds of posts scheduled to go out. I have to find a place where there's a room for me to, there's only 4 there. So we'll put it there. So the 4th of June. And so we're going to add another one. Let's do July the 4th. Now, the reason you're doing it the same day number is because the 4th of June was way back on Tuesday, right? Now this is Thursday. You're reaching different audiences because people check their social media at different times of day. So what you're going to do here is you're going to choose a different time. So let's do 8:30 in the morning. Right around the 8 o'clock time. So let's go, and now we can do July. We'll do August. So we'll go over to August 4th. See, look at this. August 4th is a Sunday. So people check their social media usually later in the day. So we'll do 7 o'clock with this one. Okay, let's check for September. Let's check and see September. How many, what's the 4th of September is, how many posts we got scheduled to go out here? 1 at 8 o'clock. So let's do 1 at 10 o'clock in the morning. AM. And this should be AM as well. Okay, that's 2. That's 4 that are scheduled to go out. We've got 4 months worth. So we'll go into October. That becomes a Friday, and there's nothing already chosen because there's no blue dot, right? So you can go in there and you can say, let's just do 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't change it to PM. And we'll go down, that's 5. We've got 1 more. I don't usually go more than 6 months out. But what happens, you can see they gradually fill up so that you end up with 3 to 5 posts a day going out. So this one doesn't have any posts yet. So let's do 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Are we all set? Then you just click schedule. And that is going to go out at the scheduled times and days. So what I discovered over the years is that when you choose the same day number of the month, it automatically becomes a different day of the week. And then you just choose different times of day so that you reach different audiences, because people that I'm not connected to in May might connect to me before my next post goes out in June, right? Or maybe they're not connected to me until just before my post in July. And so I'll be able to have new people come and check my post. So that posting, that works because there's a number on there. That is making sure that all the posts I create are within a certain number of characters that meet used to be called Twitter, that meet the X platform. I don't know how to say X's, doesn't sound right. The X platform requirements, right? Okay, so let's go back into LinkedIn. And I'm going to show you about how to repurpose your articles on LinkedIn. And this is huge, you guys, really huge. So I'm going to share. Okay, can you see my LinkedIn here? These are my posts that are post feed. There we go. There, go into a different feed. So in order to get into this, you want to make sure that you click your little me button and you go down to posts and activity and you check articles, okay? So if you have never written any articles, might be a good idea to start writing articles. So these pictures, some of them have come from my free quotes with pictures, and some of them I have created myself. And this came from the IPS pictures. So these are ones that I've done on Canva, and you can go into Canva for free and create these thumbnails. These are YouTube thumbnails, and they fit the parameters for the pictures that you post on your articles on LinkedIn perfectly. And they all come up clear as a bell. They look really good and clear. So most of these are ones that I have created myself, and I try to have a different theme for each one. So they're all about marketing and building connections and how you can do things simply and easily. And they're all about, most of them are about how to use LinkedIn and how to use it with your marketing program that you're doing for your legacy program. What kind of legacy are you leaving? So then I'll go into one of the last one, probably is the one I'll check, because I need to copy something that I'm going to put on the bottom. So there's a place here where you can put your website. So you put your website right underneath your picture, and then you put your title. And then this comes from ChatGPT. And what I did is I took some hooks that we got from our community, and the hooks that I used on this Vision Hooks. So you go to your Vision Hooks, and then you open up your ChatGPT and you type in, and it's just 2 sentences. These Vision Hooks are each 2 to 3 sentences long. And you post those in ChatGPT, and this is what ChatGPT comes out with. Like, it's fabulous. It's fabulous. It looks like I've been working at this for hours, and I did it in about 3 minutes. You see that? It's just, I'm just blown away every time I do something with ChatGPT. And I use it now all the time to publish my articles, right? And they'll even write about the article. ChatGPT wrote this based on what it found in my profile, in my LinkedIn profile. And I added this. So you have to, one thing you need to do is you need to read through it and proofread it a bit, because I wrote an article. I wanted ChatGPT to write an article about this fuel additive that I was using. And so I wrote a couple of lines about fuel additive, put it in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT came back with a whole article of how I should take this special additive half hour before my workout. I went, okay. So you do have to read through, because ChatGPT doesn't know everything, right? So these are what I want. I want to copy these. These are links that I've set up. So this is my website, my Marketing Mentors website, my LinkedIn link, my Twitter link, my Pinterest, my TikTok. And this is a link where people can go to get on my email list, right? Both these can get them to the blueprint, the 6-figure blueprint. So I copy these, right click, and copy them, because when I write my next article, I'm going to paste those same links into the bottom of my next article. Are there any questions so far?
I'm still a bit confused as to how you create hashtags, you know, with what you put in there. I never did understand hashtags.
Oh, it took me a while. So, can you see this page?
Yep.
Okay. Those are hashtags from ChatGPT. So I
Oh,
put into ChatGPT, please create 10 hashtags for work from home. And then I put into ChatGPT, please create, I don't know why I say please all the time, create hashtags for supplement your pension. So I'll just read you a few. So the work from home, they came up with remote revolution. Like, these are absolutely WFH, which is work from home success, home office hacks, telecommute tribe, work from anywhere. Those are just the first 5 of the work from home. And then there's the supplement your pension. They came up with pension booster. And I've been using that all over the place. It just is so.
So are they actually linked to that particular word that ChatGPT created? How is that linked to any of your programs?
So you have to, when you get hashtags and you use hashtags, those have to be actually pasted into wherever it is you want them to appear. So
Right.
saw how I added them into my post that I did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I do my LinkedIn articles, and when I write the blurb, there's another blurb that you have to write when you're going to post your articles. That blurb is written with ChatGPT. So I'll take that same sentence, that same series of sentences that I got from the hooks, and I'll type them in and just say, rewrite as a LinkedIn post.
So does that mean that wherever those words appear in any of your adverts or whatever, if someone clicks on that word, hashtag, it takes them straight there? Is that the gist of
No,
it?
no, what the hashtag does is it alerts the LinkedIn search engines to show more people with similar hashtags to you, or
Right.
to them. you to them, shows you to them, to more people on LinkedIn
Oh, I'm with you.
or
Right.
Facebook or whatever, right? So those hashtags are your creation, and you create that. And then there's that, they're different from the SEO that is within your article, keywords in your article. So the SEO is also used in your article, and LinkedIn will look for other articles that have similar SEO or profiles that have similar SEO, just like they will for the hashtag. So they're separate. I call them separate kinds of SEO.
See, I've got my LinkedIn set up through with Gloria's LinkedIn program. So
Yeah.
I think I need possibly to change that, because all the stuff that I sort of sending people was obviously sending them free stuff from Gloria, which I don't
Yeah.
really want to do that now.
Yeah, so now you need to edit that, and because
Right.
we're only allowed to have one profile. So I'm going to go to my home page here. And no, I want to go to my profile page. Sorry about that. View profile. So there's my profile page. See how I've changed this?
Hmm.
I've changed this over to the six-figure blueprint system.
Yeah, I need to do that with mine then,
And I did it with ChatGPT.
because I don't use LinkedIn much, and I should do. I mean, I've only through with the the community now. I just started this week, just doing the 7-day posting on Facebook. I mean, it's had a reaction already with some of the things I've posted. The stories and all that. So, do you do the same thing in Facebook as you do here on LinkedIn? Similar sort of profiles and setups.
Yes, I treat all my social media platforms professionally.
Right.
So here's 5 reasons why we need to be using LinkedIn. Number one, and some of these stats have been given to me by my son because he specializes with LinkedIn to use it for recruiting and stuff. And so 76 to number one is 76, the annual in US dollars, the annual income of people on average on LinkedIn is between 76,000 and 86,000 a year. Okay. The average annual income of executives on LinkedIn is between 125 and 150,000 a year.
It's a different caliber of people on here that
That's
what
right.
you would see on Facebook, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
And number 3, it is the most professional platform on the internet, bar none. I've tried a lot of copycats that they rear their ugly heads and they say, we're better than LinkedIn and blah, blah, blah. And I try them and there's huge flaws in them. So don't get in any of these other things unless you talk to me first, because I've probably tried them out.
Yeah.
Then the 4th reason is the biggest kept secret to LinkedIn is in the groups. So you need to know who your perfect customer is. And your perfect customer is somebody who's been in network marketing or affiliate marketing or had a home-based business and they have not had success and they are not happy. So most people in those groups, just like Gloria has always told us, are not happy and they're really good targets. And number 5, okay, you ready for this? Everybody on LinkedIn is there to do business. It's a professional platform. They're all there to do business. And so I'm going to give you this one more tidbit. The average income of people on Facebook is, guess what?
Not a lot.
Yeah, between 22 and 24,000 annually US dollars. So I always say to people, where do you think the people are who can afford to buy your stuff, right?
They're on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so let me tell you one more thing here. This is a little bit about my story. When I first found the six-figure blueprint last September 4th, I signed up and it took me 2 weeks to get everything hooked up. It used to be a lot more complicated to get hooked up. get everything set up. Now it's so much more simple. And so I got it all set up and I got my first sale. Do you know where my first sale came from?
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
yeah.
And they bought the big pack. And then I was stupid. And I look back on now and I tell you true, guys, you have to start with your strongest platform. If your strongest platform is LinkedIn, you start with LinkedIn and then build TikTok on the side. But what I did is I stopped LinkedIn and I just started from scratch with TikTok. Well, here's me. I'm 75, guys. I
Snap.
with video and trying to do this stuff and learning this whole new thing, right? I didn't get any sales October and November and December. At the end of November, I got hacked. So when that
Oh, really?
happened, I lost Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And so I had to start from scratch again with my TikTok. And my TikTok had been built up to the point where I could start doing TikTok lives. Well, it took me all of December to get up to 1,000 people following me on TikTok. And I did my first TikTok live in January and I started getting sales again. So there's two things. You need to start with your strength and keep your strength going while you build TikTok, because TikTok is huge, huge.
Mm. It's
I've
quite
got
addictive.
I've got a viral video now that, where is it at now? This morning, first thing, it was at 56,300 likes.
Wow.
And I've had 540 people ask me for information. And that's the number you want to watch, is the people that come back and ask for more information. 540 people. That's 5,
That's
10,
good.
20,
Mm.
25. So 25, that's 27 sales, potential sales, right? People buying from us. So it's not the likes that we want to be paying attention to. It's the number of people that request information that we want to follow.
Mhm.
So I'm jumping around a little bit here. I'm trying to be in a bit of an order here. Are there any other questions?
So how do you find enough time to follow up with 500 people?
Well, it's happened over a few days, right? So I've had about 10, maybe the most I've had in one day is about 20 people, right?
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
so
manageable.
it is manageable. And you can respond to them on the computer or on your phone, whichever you want.
Do you find so many people, they want to use the app, watch it app, what? And I said, I don't even have one of them.
Welcome to the club. I have WhatsApp now because my kids have insisted on me using it, because we have 10 kids and they're scattered all over North America, right?
Well, that works like a Zoom call. You see each other, right?
Yes, you can do that. Also, there's another way that people can do FaceTime, and that is if the whole family, if everybody has an iPhone, you can do FaceTime for free.
Mm.
Yeah, so we all have iPhones so that we can do FaceTimes. And I can see my grandbabies. We do a family Zoom every Sunday night,
Oh,
so that we stay in touch with each other. But it's not the same. You know, one of my big burns is to be able to have extra money in the coffers and be able to hop on a plane anytime we want to go visit our grandbabies. They're not such babies anymore.
It's coming though.
so you don't really use your WhatsApp very much then, eh?
No, I have some conversations set up with our family, and those are saved in there in the chat. And I tell a lie a little bit here, because I just had a conversation with a guy from Kenya this week. He wants to get the big pack. And so he's going to use it for a charity to raise money for the children in this charity that he's been heading up. And which I think would be fantastic. If anybody else has a charity that they want to raise money for, this would be a great tool or system to have in place. So are there any more questions about LinkedIn? Did I answer your question okay there, Richard?
Well, yeah, I was just wondering. I mean, if you get bugged a lot about this WhatsApp too, so many people. Oh, let's communicate on WhatsApp. They don't want to use Messenger. They want to use WhatsApp.
Well, Messenger costs some money, right? So here's the thing. I am very careful who I allow to connect with me on WhatsApp because I don't want to get phone calls at 1 o'clock in the morning. And so you have to set guidelines for people, right?
Well, you can't shut that off like a cell phone, and it's on all the time. Is that what you're saying?
When you can turn your phone off at night,
No, but the WhatsApp part, that's on the computer, isn't it?
you can do it on the computer or you can do it on your phone, both.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know too much about it.
Yeah. Hi, Creed. You creeped in on us here. Nice to see you.
Hello.
So the other thing that I wanted to show you today is I wanted to show you how to set up the newsletters that we get through our program to announce the webinars when the webinars are being put on. Is there anybody here that would like to see how you set up those emails, those newsletters to invite people?
Yeah, can you hear me, Christine?
Yes, I can hear you, Creed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Normally it's muted automatically, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, I would love to see that if you wanted to cover it quickly.
Yeah, I know that there's some fairly new people on here, so I'm going to go. I'll stop my share on this page and go and share on another page here. Boy, you know, before I had anything to do with doing things on the computer, I had no idea what I was doing. And I have to pinch myself that here I am navigating all this stuff. So I'm on Google now. I have my system.io set up to go on my Google. And so I'm going to open up my system and I'm going to open up. This is the webinar that is scheduled to go out this week. So this is Friday, the 31st. It's going to be at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So this link is the link that we need to be using in the newsletter. But look, if you click on this, I'm going to see, can you see this page?
Yes.
Can you see the email that's supposed to go out on Wednesday, which is yesterday? Can you see the letter? Can you see the letter, guys? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm getting that. It's all set up there. I'm going to go skip over to system. And I'm going to go into the area. If I can get it to work on here. Okay, so you see emails here. And you click on newsletters. And so now you want to start another newsletter, right? So you click on create. And you hop over here to this page and you copy the headline, the subject line, copy that subject line. And you hop back over to system, paste that subject line right there. And you choose the classic editor. Choose the classic editor. And then you click save. And there you are. See, we've started a new newsletter. You see that? So go to the 3 dots and you click on the word edit. And there you are. It's opened up with the body of the email. So the challenge that we have right now is that when you copy and paste the body of the email for the letter, when you paste it in there, it tends to go over too far to the left. So I've learned to click this little middle indent. See how it's moved the cursor over to the right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the email and the body of the email, and we're going to copy all of this and go down. There we go. To the bottom of where it says your name, right click, copy, and you go back over to system and put your cursor where that flashing cursor is, right click and paste. Oh, it still jumped over on me. So I thought I had it all fixed. So you have to go.
Christine, you
Yes.
can use if you right click on it and then you say no format, and then it also puts it in for you.
Right click and it says what? No format?
Yeah, you say there's where is it? There's I know there's on that one it says you got to even that plain text. I think it could be that plain text also, but I know it's one then it writes adjusted for you.
Oh, well, I'm just going to press this again.
Yeah, okay.
So that way we've got it. And then I leave it highlighted because I want to go over here where you see the the big capital A or uppercase A, some people refer to it as, with the up and down arrow beside it. You click on that because you're going to choose your font size, and your font size is going to be 18 because it's really small. Look how small it is on there. Now it's much easier to read, right? Okay, so here's something that they didn't show us how to do in any of the training so far. So I go put my cursor up the very beginning or somewhere. I'll put it in different places. And this first line says, are you ready to transform the way you make an income? Right? So then I scroll down the right side. While I'm scrolling down, we need to put the tag in that we want it sent out to. All the people with the daily pay tag are going to get an email from me, okay? And scroll down some more, and I want to put their first name in here. So I'm going to copy this first name, and I'm going to paste it right up here. And right-click, paste. Now it's red. I'm going to put a comma here. And I'm going to highlight this and change the color. So you hit just the A with the underline under it. See where it says font color? Click that and click black. Otherwise, the name will come up red. So it'll say, Susie, are you ready to transform the way you make an income? It's much more personalized and it hits them between the eyes because they go, oh, they're talking to me. Oh, that's my name up there. Our name is the most precious thing to our ears. And so we always need to put that name in there when you're addressing people to draw their attention. And then I split the paragraphs into 1-sentence paragraphs. People will read your stuff if you only have 1 sentence in a paragraph. They will read your work much better. You'll get much better return on your opens, on your open rate. So we'll read through this. Imagine making $900 every day from just 2 hours of work. And best of all, without the hassle of direct messaging or hunting down customers. So we're on to the next one. This Friday, so what I do is I highlight this right here. And I bold it. Okay. And then I put in my time. So it's Friday at 12 p.m. Central Time. So Central Time, 12 p.m. Central Time is 11 a.m. my time, which is Mountain Time.
I ask 2 questions, or you don't want to be interrupted.
What's your
You
question?
know, I understand maybe where a person lives. I wish everybody would use Eastern time, and then you get used to converting it to your time. Everybody uses a different, oh, how does that one work? How does that one work? And the other thing I wanted to ask about, do you ever get a message back that your email went into spam?
No, I haven't for a long time. I did years ago. You can whitelist the emails.
No. Well, I mean, if let's say you're sending it to me and it comes back as spam.
Oh.
But some people say, well, it's certain words are spam words in there. Well, okay, you have to be a genius to know what every spam word is. And I know some of them, but when you want to take them out, you got to make your statement sound stupid so that it's not spam. If it's nice, smooth, then it comes out as spam.
The only time I ever have a bounced email is if the email address is incorrect.
Oh yeah, that, and it tells you that too.
Yeah,
If their mailbox is full, yeah, I understand that. That you can't help that.
yeah. Yeah, I have never ever had anything bounce other than that. It's usually always the email address that is incorrect.
Yeah, and some people do that deliberately so you can't get a hold of them. I don't know why people are that ignorant. If they want information, put your email in there for Pete's sakes.
Yeah. Okay, so I always highlight the name of the workshop that we're doing, right? So whatever the webinar is about, this one is called Discovering $900 Daily, Mastering the 2-Hour Workday Blueprint for Beginners, right? So further, I do this quite often too. I'll put 1 p.m. Eastern time, right? So we can do editing and add things in or take things out if we want. So here's what you'll learn. So I always bold this so it stands out better. And then it goes through step-by-step blueprint to attract customers effortlessly, how to convert engagements into a steady stream of passive income, and strategies to maximize your earnings and in minimal time each day. And so if you want to change how that is written, you can make little adjustments in there. We'll just leave it for now. And then don't miss out on redefining your workday and boosting your income, exclamation mark. So you might want to say,
Another question. What do you do for 2 hours? Like you just keep posting, or what do you do for 2 hours?
well, you spend a few minutes checking the messages in the community because we're very supportive in our community. So we spend about 15 to 30 minutes a day going into the community and congratulating people on their wins and that kind of thing. And then we spend 1 to 2, 30 minutes to an hour on a TikTok live. We spend 30 minutes creating 3 posts a day and 30 minutes creating 3 videos a day. So mine's usually 2.5 hours because I do an hour for my TikTok live. Okay, so here we can go. This comment here, reserve your spot now. To make sure that this link is correct, what I do is I go back into the template that was sent to me and I copy this link right here. Okay, oops, it came up, great. So I've got the link. So I'm going to go back over to my system.io and I'm going to click the chain link up here. Do you see the chain link at the top? Click that chain link and see the window that opens up. Right click and paste that link in there and then click the check mark to save it in there. So that way you double ensure that they've got a live link that they can use, right? And then I copy this as well. And click that link again. It's highlighted blue, so that means it's live. So it's good. You see how you checked it? And it's right down here, you can see. So you know that that link is going to be okay. So they've got two ways you can ensure that they're going to be able to get into that webinar to register. And then you can change this. This says, looking forward to seeing you there, but you can say cheers, or best, or just see you there. You can make it sound like you, right? And then just put your name down here. And you can just have your first name. You can have your first and last name, however you prefer. And that way you're personalizing it so that it sounds more like you. And it looks more attractive, right? Because it draws people's eyes to where you want them to go. And you're using their name up here at the very beginning. You're using their name. So now what you want to do is you want to save this. So I'm going to save and send this right now because we are on Thursday already. Okay. Are there any questions?
I'm asking too many questions, I guess, but a lot of them say you're supposed to put a opt-in, no, how to opt out link on your every email. I
Yes,
never really figured out how to do that, except to say if you want to put it in the
it
subject.
is, you go down at the bottom of your post here, you can click on email settings page and you make sure that that is included. I always also in my, this is your signature line. And I have a quote from Zig Ziglar. And then a PS, join my TikTok live Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And I've got the link to my TikTok right there. So people can go and join me in my TikTok lives. Okay, so let's go. We're overtime here. I'm sorry, guys. Are there any more questions?
Christian, where do I go to get this video to watch it?
I'm going to post it in the community.
Ah, right,
Post it in the community as soon as I finish it today.
right. Yeah, because I
evening
want to
sometime.
go through this again and start doing this.
Yeah, but I am. I keep having to pinch myself. I'm a senior and I'm doing videos and training people online. And I just love it. And because I had such a hard time when I was 61, having to learn all this stuff, I was sitting in front of my computer for the first 6 months with tears because I was having such a hard time, but I knew this was the only alternative I had. This was all I had. I have advanced arthritis in my body and I can't go clean houses anymore. And I can't do a dog walking. I mean, a dog walking, dog walking.
Yeah, wog docking.
So it's become a real big burn for me to help people be able to get more familiar with online systems and marketing online. And so as I find things that work for me, I want to share them with other people as well. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun learning new stuff here, and then you're not too confused.
Yeah, no, Christine, I mistranslated, I guess, the time zones. I was thinking
Oh.
that when you said mountain, I was thinking I was 2 hours ahead of that, but I'm only an
Oh.
hour, so that's why I was late. Because I
Yeah.
wanted to catch it, but I set my alarm for 15 minutes before 4 my time. That's when I jumped on, and then I realized I'd already missed a good portion of it. So I'll have to watch for the recording and
Okay.
catch the beginning part there. But thank you for doing this.
You're very welcome. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for coming and joining.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Okay, you guys have a great
Chris-
rest of your day.
Christine,
Yeah.
just a quick one. Did you add any feedback from them regarding the surveys into System IO?
What do you mean get feedback from them?
You know, I communicated, and I actually copied you also on that to Michelle S. to ask them, you know, with that funnel that we were going to use to import the surveys.
Oh, well, that's that anybody can do that. You just
No,
you,
but remember, when you're on the free plan, then you can't do it because the funnel is almost
right. I
used
remember
up.
now.
So she was
Oh.
going to come back to us.
Okay, I'll get back to her and see if she's come up with anything. I'm on a paid platform. I got on the basic paid platform right off the bat, because here's the thing that I discovered when I really early on, when I started doing marketing online, is there was a lot of different things that you could do for free, but you were limited. That and I would be working away, and all of a sudden, bang, oh, roadblock. I couldn't get. So I got on the basic. I usually get on the basic paid platform for everything that I'm using to do my marketing. I'm afraid that's what I do.
Yeah, no, but remember that we actually asked her
Yeah.
if, you know, because then she asked, why do we want to use it?
Yeah. Well, I get leads from it. Well, I think what she's thinking too is, why are we going to set it up? Because they've already got it set up with the landing page, right? We've got our own landing page that people can go to. They have to leave their email and their name to get and they get into our contact list that way, right? So I think that that's one of the things that she's thinking. I've been doing this with System.io for a couple years now, and most of my people on my contact list are from LinkedIn. And that's why I use it, because it's a really great way to build your email list with LinkedIn. And I
Yeah,
think,
I don't. Sorry to interrupt. I don't have a problem to upgrade, you know, to the paid, but still we're gonna need. Remember, you got somebody to set it up for you. You paid somebody.
yeah, I did. My
You see,
original one.
that's why I just want to know what is the options, what, you know, what you can do. Because when you advertise and when you speak to people, the selling point is also that you use the free funnel.
Yeah, yeah.
I know when you got more than one opportunity, then it makes sense to have more funnels.
There's
The way
right down your table. I've moved the tree. There's a power bar. Plug this into the power bar so we know that it's on.
somebody needs to mute Gina. I think you need to mute. So, my advice would be, if you are on the free for System.io, to use your system that they teach you in our platform. They teach us to use a call to action. And when people ask for info, we give them the link to our domain name, in other words. And then they can get to the blueprint that way. And in order to get to the blueprint, they still have to leave their email and their name, right? And you can use that system in all your posts through all your different social media. You don't have to use the surveys, right? So you could get a workaround using the surveys, even using LinkedIn, because once you start doing regular posts and do that CTA like I showed you on that post that I was doing, you can get people to respond asking for more info.
Yeah, no, I get it, but you know, that was actually a very nice little survey that you conducted with the people.
Yeah,
And then you get them almost like you sidestep to give them the
yeah,
capture page,
yeah. I hear
because
you.
it's not everybody. Because I
Going
spoke to
on
you
a bit.
about this one guy, then he says
Mhm.
it doesn't give me anything to see my the terms and conditions and all that, you know.
Mhm.
Because with a capture page, it just gives you, says go, and some people are hesitant, but if they're hesitant, it shows that they want reasons not to join.
Mm. I
But
hear.
I'll also follow it up with her, because
Yeah.
at least you have to give us, you know, the only courtesy way is to say, sorry, you have to upgrade. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
don't just shy away from the challenge.
Yeah. I hear you big time. We'll look, I'll get that looked into as well.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Well,
If you maybe from your side
Thanks
also
for
put
your
some
patience.
pressure.
Thanks.
No, that's okay.
So our next LinkedIn Live will be on, today's the 30th. So our next live will be on the 13th of June. I've got calendars all up on my wall here so that when I'm doing scheduling of posts, I can see what day of the week the posts come out on.
Okay,
Okay,
no, thanks very much. Have a
you guys have a great.
well, I'm saying
Yeah, thank you, Christine.